George is not preoccupied with history. George is preoccupied with the history department. George is preoccupied with the history department
because he is not the history department, but is only in the history department. We know, Martha. We went all through it while you were upstairs getting up. There's no need to go through it again.
That's right, baby. Keep it clean. George is bogged down in the history department. He's an old bog in the history department is what George is. A bog, a fen, a GD swamp. Hey, swamp! Hey, swampy!
Yes, Martha, can I get you something?
Well, sure. You can light my cigarette if you're of a mind to.
No. There are limits. I mean, man can put up with only so much without he descends a rung or two on the old evolutionary ladder, which is up your line. Sinks, Martha, and it's a funny ladder. You can't reverse yourself, start back up once you're descending. Now, I'll hold your hand when it's dark and you're afraid of the boogeyman, and I'll tote your gin bottles out after midnight so no one will see. But I will not light your cigarette. And that, as they say, is that.
When is your son?
What?
Something about your son.
Son!
Where is your son coming home?
Oh, Martha, when is our son coming home?
Never mind.
No, I want to know. You brought it out into the open. When is he coming home,
I said
Martha?
never mind. I'm sorry I brought it up.
Him up, not it. You brought him up. Well, more or less. When's the little bugger going to appear, huh? I mean, isn't tomorrow meant to be his birthday or something?
I don't want to talk about it.
But Martha...
I don't want to talk about it.
I'll bet you don't. Martha does not want to talk about it. Him. Martha is sorry she brought it up. Him.
When's the little bugger coming home?
Honey, don't you think you should...
Yes, Martha, since you had the bad taste to bring the matter up in the first place, when is the little bugger coming home?
George talks disparagingly about the little bugger because he has problems.
The little bugger has problems? What problems has the little bugger got?
Not the little bugger. Stop calling him that. You've got problems.
I've never heard of anything more ridiculous in my life.
Neither have I.
Honey.
George's biggest problem with the with our son, with our great big son, is that deep down in the private most pit of his gut, he's not completely sure it's his own kid.
My God, you're a wicked woman.
But then George came along. Along came George.
And along came George, bearing hooch. What are you doing now, Martha?
I'm telling a story. Sit down, you'll learn something.
All righty.
You come back.
That's right.
Deary's come back.
Yes, I see.
Where was I?
I'm so glad.
Oh, yeah, along came George. That's right. Who was young, intelligent, and bushy-tailed, and sort of cute, if you can imagine it.
And younger than you.
And younger than me.
By 6 years.
By 6 years. It doesn't bother me, George. And along he came, bright-eyed, into the history department. And do you know what I did, dumb cluck that I am? You know what I did? I fell for him.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, she did. You should have seen it. She'd sit outside of my room on the lawn at night, and she'd howl and claw at the turf. I couldn't work.
I actually fell for him. There.
Martha's a romantic at heart.
That I am. So, I actually fell for him, and the match seemed practical, too. You know, Daddy was looking for someone to take over sometime when he was ready to retire.
Just a minute, Martha.
And so I thought that...
Stop it, Martha.
What do you want?
I thought you were telling the story of our courtship, Martha. I didn't know you were going to start in on the other business.
Well, I am.
I wouldn't if I were you.
Oh, you wouldn't? Well, you're not.
Now, you've already sprung a leak about you-know-what.
What? What?
About the apple of our eye, the sprout, the little bugger, our son. And if you start in on this other business, I warn you, Martha, it's going to make me angry.
Oh, it is it?
I warn you.
You what?
I warn you.
Do you really think we have to go through...
I stand warned.